Hi, I'm Chris, and this is,
Ed.
and we want to welcome you to Guide to Be Wrong. Hey, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Uh, Today we're going to talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Our topic is going to be great,
With
right?
a machine.
Yes. We're going to talk about something that we have no idea, and we don't even know how the heck we did it, but we did it. We're going to talk about babies, right? And
Hmm.
are we making babies, or we building babies, right? What is it that we're doing nowadays? Uh, the year is 2026. So if somebody watches this 100 years from now, they know what year we're in. Yeah, 2026. So we're talking about babies, right? And it's amazing how technology has grown to on this field, right? And
Hmm.
it's great because it helps a lot of people, a lot of people, a lot of people. But anyway, are we making babies or are we building babies? What is it that we're doing now?
We are pretty much creating artificial wombs that it will let us build babies or make babies.
Is that a business or is something that was medically needed?
Is a big business.
Yeah,
Is a big
it is a
business.
big, it
Is
is
a
a
big
huge business.
business.
You're right. At the beginning, they use the excuse as medical, right?
But they will. I don't know who they
Medical
are.
research.
Yes, it's like it's going to be with a certificate and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
like
But
next to the marijuana.
yeah, but it is a big business. It's a big business that people are willing to pay a lot of money. A
Hmm.
lot of money. It's something that I don't agree with because there's so many child that you can,
I see that
for the
point.
foster
There is a lot
care.
of that too.
Like I honestly, there's hundreds of thousands of kids waiting to be somebody's kid.
But none of them are your kids.
You know,
You want your DNA to keep going.
so look.
Maybe not you, but a lot of people do.
Okay, so let's go. Let's tuck it down a little bit back. Let's go to the traditional way.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And let's explain it.
let's explain it. This is how you do it. No, I don't want to have sex, so don't worry about it. But let's go. Let's go to the traditional way, right? Uh, a male and a female get together. They have intercourse, and if they're lucky, then the baby's born, right?
Hmm.
If they're also unlucky, a baby's born.
Depends what they want.
It depends on what you want. They're like, it could be like yeah, or it could be oh. uh, but that's how it happens, right? Believe it or not, most people think that it's hard to get pregnant. It's actually that they just have. You'll be surprised. I mean, the window for a woman to actually get pregnant is very little. It's very little. To the body and the whole thing is very very little. So when it happens, that's why we call it a miracle, right?
Hmm.
We don't see it like that, but it's actually like a very very good thing to happen because of the ads, right? Just imagine, and I don't want to talk about that stuff,
You
but
say ads.
but
Ads. Because
um,
of the ads.
the ads. Oh yeah, I keep saying
You
ads.
say ads.
The truth of the matter is, I'm here. I'm here. It's like I won a race. You know what I mean? Uh, there was millions of sperms flying around, but I won.
Hmm.
That's how lucky I am. I mean, that's how lucky you should feel or understand that you are.
Hmm.
So if you never run a marathon, don't worry about it. You're right there. Yeah. Um, but that's the main process, right?
Hmm.
And it happens for millions of people in a normal way,
Hmm.
right? In a normal way. Um, Now that also that in the same process, right? In the same process is something that it could be planned or unplanned, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes things happen, uh, but we're going to talk a little bit more on the part that is planned, projected,
Of course,
wanted.
that is the
Yeah,
the artificial
yeah,
wombs.
yeah.
So
So
what is happening is that there is a huge market Of course, right now what people are doing is, they are hiring surrogate mothers to carry their baby, and that is a huge business.
It
And
is a huge business.
it's a huge business. And it started of the 2000s. Maybe you remember when you have one of these ladies, they will be even on the press and all of that because there were not that many in the States. Maybe 800, 700 cases a year. Now it's 8,000 people in the surrogate business. 8,000 babies being born every year in United States with an average of $180,000 payment
Yeah,
for babies.
it's a huge
So there
business.
are people willing to pay $180,000 to get a baby.
Just to mention something. Number one, we're not medical, so we're not giving you any
Yes,
advice on
yes,
any
we
of
are
these
not.
things, and we're not experts. We're just giving you knowledge, so we have
Yes, please do your own
do
research
your
and
own research
everything.
on that. And one thing is, remember, we got 50 states, and every state has different laws.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to do research, and this is lawyer talk, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This is not something that you talk to your neighbor. Hey neighbor, can we talk? This is like lawyers get involved.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But it is that. It's a business that, that it has a huge, besides the crazy amount of money
Oh yes.
and the emotional implications.
Yeah.
The emotional implications of basically you are hiring. I mean, it cannot be more privileged than that. When you are hiring somebody pretty much poor
Oh yeah.
to carry you baby,
That's
to
what.
carry the baby
Yeah.
of the rich people.
That's why a lot of people go to third world countries for this, right?
Of course, they go to Colombia,
Yeah.
where it's way cheaper, but also have way more problems.
Yeah.
Like now you are in this country, you are based in laws that you don't even know,
Yeah.
and maybe you are paying 20, 30,000 for a baby, and the baby does not even end up with you. Now
Yeah.
you have your own baby in somewhere
With
else.
somebody else. Yeah.
It's with somebody else.
It's a very difficult. I mean, it's a decision that thousands of people make.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very rich decision because one of the things that do happen a lot. That's why this actually goes to court in many cases. That the mother gets attached and then don't want to give the baby out, disappears, or basically
Mm-hmm.
says, "No, it's my baby now," and I
But
want to keep
now it's
it.
more common. Now it's like they have because it's such a huge thing, right? Now that they have way more ways to screen the mothers.
Oh yeah,
Now it's way more secure in the States,
in the states,
but
but when you go to other
insanely
countries,
expensive.
actually
Insanely.
in some of the countries that is very cheap, it's legal, and that's why it's always better to do it here because the legal system is better here. Uh, but just the fact that to think that you have to go through a legal system just to get your own baby back
Mm-hmm,
is
mm-hmm.
already a toll as it
And
is.
also for the other person
Yeah,
losing
losing
the
a
baby that
child
they
that they
carry.
carry.
That is like no, none of this is but that's why there are not really a good company right now into the artificial wombs, right?
Yeah,
There are no like a Tesla for these things.
but
There is, but there are so many people trying to get it.
but also one thing that is also growing is they doing it with the mother or a sister, like they do it with a
A
family member.
surrogate.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the machines.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's coming. I mean
Mm-hmm.
that is the future. So I mean, there's no stopping
Of
the
course,
future.
nothing is going
You
to
could
stop.
agree or disagree on it, but it's not stopping it. It's not going to stop.
People think that this is going to take 50 years for this.
No.
No, we're going to see it very soon. Not that it's going to happen, right? But the Chinese, they have a huge company. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name, and uh, but it's like a company very well funded by the government, by the Chinese government, and they say that by the end of this year or early 2027, they are going to actually start producing the babies, start producing babies.
Yeah, that's
Not
insane.
that it's going to happen because they have said so many. There is, remember that other company that said that they will have that's like 3 years ago, that they will have their company start producing babies like in a year,
Yeah.
and it never really happened. No God found it enough to.
I mean, the technology is there right now.
The technology is there.
The technology. I mean, for us not even to think about it, that's insane because the technology is there. I mean, right now you could because of course, you need a human to get the sperm and the egg.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a technology to build that. But look, they do it with horses. They do it with cows
What do you mean they don't have the technology to what? I'm so
to
sorry.
create a sperm and to create an egg.
No, no, but all of that is donated.
No, 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 of course. But what I'm saying is, yes, you're 100%
because
right.
you can cut it in three. The producing of the baby, let's call it. You can cut it in three segments, right? And I'm not talking about the trimesters of the mom. I'm talking about this. Let's call it. Let's call it the process of the baby. One is when you create the embryo, right?
Yeah, which I think.
So that we have done it many years.
Oh yeah.
Like the IVF is pretty much that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
That's what that is.
that's been happening in the thousands right now. It costs $25,000, and
That's why
that is been done.
that's why right now in case some people don't know, but it's highly encouraged nowadays that when you reach your 30s to freeze your eggs and to freeze your sperm. Um, it costs about 10, depending on where you put it, but it costs
I
money.
hear I hear really bad things about that.
So
That the frozen spend. Please do not put me in none of these. But I hear that like there is like a 60% failure,
yeah, there is. It
right?
is.
And some people say even 70%
Yeah,
failure. So you ended up like with 30% of the eggs frozen. No, of the people doing it.
yeah.
So of the 100 people,
But it's a growing business.
only 40% will, all 30% will get actually results.
So yeah, but then it goes from okay. So when you look at it, right, you go from 30 to 40% of having my own kid to 0%.
Of course, of
So
course, of
people
course,
say like I take the 40%
of
anyway.
course, of course.
That's
No,
why
no, it's
that's why
not.
it's a big business.
It's not
It's not
that
100%.
it's not that I'm against or anything like
Yeah,
that. I'm just saying
yeah, it's not 100%.
it's no, like I put it on of a standby, and then when I want it,
Yeah,
I just take it. No, you put it in standby, and then you have a 30% chance that it will work. So
yeah,
you have to consider
yeah.
that
It's
part.
about 30 40% that will work. Yeah, it's a big chance it won't work.
But going back to this making process babies, right? So you do have the first part that we have nailed it on science.
Yeah,
And then you have the third part that is pretty much the baby is still on the mom and is growing, right? Let's say 22 weeks, right? That even if the baby is not in the mom anymore, it could survive. There is a chance that it will survive,
yeah,
right? The same, no good, especially 22, no good chances, like a 50-50, let's call it, right? But when it hits 28 weeks, I think it goes to 80.
yeah.
So is the process that it will. So that part is also very well studied, and we know what is happening.
I mean, you know that well, I'm not gonna say we because I'm not part of it, but they've been doing this with animals for many years.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The second part, right? The second part of the making of the baby, that is pretty much from embryo to to look like a baby.
Yeah,
Like now it has a heartbeat, it has hands, it has legs, right? It has a head. So now it's like you look at it like, okay, so this looks like a baby, right? Or is a horse. It looks like a little horse, right? So in that second part is the part that we have not been able to do it out of the woman, out of the mom.
yeah,
That part is not there yet, but they have in 2025 a couple of scientists actually were able to do it with animals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they were actually able to take the embryo, put it in an artificial
One.
womb, grow it to the moment that that it looked like a little a little creature, right? And of course they have not done it with humans, so they have that with mice and um, but once the second part finishes, they terminate they don't want to go all the way because it's just a study,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they have done that part. And based on what they say, it's probably crazily complicated, right? But based on what they say, it is doable to do in mass production. That's what they say.
Well, I do. Look, they've been talking about cloning animals for such a long
But
time.
they have
They
actually
have
done
they
it.
have cloned animals. I'm one of those persons that believe, man, there's some crazy scientists out there. I'm pretty sure they clone a human with no fucking problem.
Of course.
They're not telling us about it, but I would not be surprised if there's people walking around that were clones. They don't even know that they were clones. I would not be surprised at
They
all.
already have done it.
Yeah, they already done
Yeah.
that. But going back to this, right? It's a mental, like, just imagine what's going through somebody's mind to do this stuff. I mean, the for you to have your own kid, it's like a uh, to go through all these extremes. Um, and I get it. People want to have their own kid.
Of course.
Me personally, I
Mm-hmm.
tell you personally, I do have two wonderful kids. But if I was in a situation that I couldn't have a kid, I would not even think. I would have done it already. Gone
And adopt.
and adopt a child. I wouldn't. Man, I wouldn't even. That actually, I believe it or not, I wish I could do it now. I want to do it now. I want to do it now. It's a two decision. So I only got one vote. But if it was a
Because you're trying to adopt a 19-year-old Polish girl.
no, believe it or not, I think it's I think because I do I do can. I mean, when I say I can, it's because I think I do get the time economically. I'm okay, meaning I could, given the resources. Um, and these kids need it.
Mm-hmm.
They need it. They really need it. They need to be part of something. They need to be part of a family. They need to feel normal.
Mm-hmm.
They need to feel like they're just like anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad. It's really sad. I've gone to a couple of places, and um, you know they go on the weekends to houses and do this and that, but um, no kid should grow knowing that they have no family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my personal opinion.
It is a sad part what is happening with that. But the idea that people are going to, to stop trying to get their own kids, their own biological kids. No, that is always going to be there.
Of course. I mean, and again,
But a new thing is happening, right? Uh, if pretty much is open to the is open the door to half of the population, males. You- That pretty much now if they want, they can get a kid if these machines when these machines start working. Any men that want to have a kid with no women, they can go and do it.
yeah, I don't agree with that.
No, I'm not saying that they should. I'm saying that is like that
That's
door.
that's one of the problems. That's one of the problems that we create ourselves. That's why the human race is so fucked up. I mean, we are really fucked up. We try to fix something, and then we create more problems by doing it. You
Hmm.
know, we've spoken in other shows about a kid. Kids need love. Kids need attention. Kids needs a lot of stuff. But we, unless we try to rebuild a race and create a new race, we are a community. We are a group of people. Regardless of who you are, you need to be part of something, and you need to be part of that. This, being a single parent, nobody wants to be a single parent. Nobody. Nobody in their right mind, if you ask me, my personal opinion again, nobody in their right mind says, I want to be a single parent. That shit just makes no fucking sense to me. It makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense. Why would we want to build a society of single parents? When that shit just makes no fucking sense. So what the fuck are you talking about?
No, that is happening. Right now it's happening. Right now, right now we are in the break between pretty much 50% and 50% of.
So things happen for a reason. Life is life, and I understand that. Sometimes you become a single parent for different reasons, whatever.
No, I'm talking about intentionally single parents.
But I know that's what I'm getting at. Life is life, and things happen, and we move on, and we try to adapt and overcome and do all this stuff. But to just from the beginning say this is right, to me it's already wrong. To me it's already wrong. It just
I see that point of view. I don't agree at all. No.
It makes
there are so many people.
So you're gonna tell me that a 17-year-old kid right now, right?
Yes.
Could say, you know what? I don't mind. I want to have a kid, but I want to have nobody with me. And you think, and that's that's normal.
I don't think 17-year-old kids are going to be buying these kids.
No, I
because all these these kids are going to be bought, right?
Listen to me, and I get that.
Okay? So who are going to buy these kids?
Okay.
Who have the money for this?
So
people on their late 20s, early 30s.
Late 20s, late 30s, right?
So they are going to buy these kids, and there's no matter if you agree or disagree or you think society is going to happen.
I think that and there's a group of people on this planet that are trying to do that. They're trying to create a new race. They're trying to create a new way of looking at things. And if you don't see that, you're not looking at the signs.
No, that boat is gone, brother. What are you talking about? That thing has been happening in the last 20 years in a crazy way.
And you're
talking about DNA purification, right?
What I'm talking about is, so before it was in a quiet way. Now it's just openly.
Totally. They in hospitals. As soon as somebody gets pregnant, they run all these tests to see if the kid is liable. And what they talking about is, if he's going to get any sickness, any this, any that, and if it does, they just terminate and try again.
Yeah.
Not that I agree or disagree. I'm saying that's what is happening.
Yeah. It's sad because life is really not that complicated. I mean, life is. That's why we complicate life. We're the only species in the planet that we work hard to destroy ourselves. Nobody else does that.
You say with a lot of pessimism, this thing. But you don't really know. Maybe it's something beautiful that's going to happen.
It cannot be.
Why not?
It cannot be.
How come?
Because look, we have something so special that as right now, we're speaking in 2026, nowhere else in the system, in the universe, have what we have. At least that we can see with our technology. Okay? That just shows you how special we are. But yet, we're still not happy about it.
I do see that.
That's what all this is about.
There is absolutely this to improve the reality of nature. But anybody can still having parents or kids between. What are you thinking?
I'm just saying, man. I mean, it's just crazy what's happening. I think it's insane. I think that I'm glad that I'm on my way out. I'm glad. Listen,
we're all are that you are in your way.
Listen, technology has done great things for us. And technology, we're going to continue doing great things. Um, but I think with technology, also there's this thing about us becoming less us,
Totally,
and
absolutely.
we becoming more of what technology wants us to become.
Mm-hmm.
So it's becoming to a point that we not deciding, technology is deciding for us.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, um, it's really because
But it's not like
I
one.
got a feeling of what's going to come
Mm-hmm.
and what's going to our future as we know it. Like, listen, I grew up with creating my own toys. I grew up with like going to the park and stay in the streets and you know do that stuff. And I was happy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that that was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's gone.
Yes, totally
Yeah,
gone.
that's gone. And I don't like what the way it's gonna come because we are becoming more of a machine than individuals.
Of course, I mean, we're being built by machines,
Yeah,
or not built by machines, because actually that's not what it's doing, right? It's just it's keeping a process that it was natural,
yeah,
right? Like, no, nobody will argue that IVF kids are not real, or nobody will argue that the early kid, how they call it, when a baby is born prematurely, um, nobody will argue that that kid is no human just because it's staying in a machine for like a month or month and a half. So I don't think nobody's going to argue that these new humans are humans, even though they are skipping the mother part of the process. But it's going to give amazing power to humans,
that's my whole thing.
because that is going.
I would not consider that a human anymore. I
But
would not
that is
consider
going
that.
to come with different levels. Like if these machines are start making babies, right? Clearly, it's going to be like a generic
Because
baby.
because
But, but,
because
but think about this part. Clearly, it's going to be a generic baby, generic model. Let's call it, right. You
yeah.
can just go and buy your kid. Maybe you choose the race on this and that, and you want like a Spanish female kid, you buy it, right? But that's just one level. Another level is if the baby is made with your DNA.
So
That's will that part will be better for you?
no, because and I'm not even looking at that. See, and that's your problem. Because I know that's not going to happen. I know that that's just the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just the beginning. Eventually, we're going to be replaced completely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by
Yes, only poor people will have kids. I mean, natural.
naturally. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that,
think
that, that
no,
is
no,
going to
no. I'm
happen.
talking about 200-300 years from now. I don't see if we keep going the same path that we're going right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? 200-300 years from now, I don't see humans like us now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
No, no, absolutely. We want to look completely different.
Yeah. And
Way smarter,
so
way
so
more healthier.
yeah. And that's see. So it's not a human anymore. And
Yeah,
just
it is a perfected human.
no, it's not. So just we go back to, because at the beginning our race have transformed. It's another transformation. We call ourselves humans now, right? But we were called something different. 100,000 years ago, we were called something different. So by the time that gets to that, we're not going to be humans anymore. We're going to be something different.
Mm-hmm.
So we are humans right now. You and I are humans. In 300 years, the human race is going to be gone. It's going to be another race, something completely new. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, totally, that's going to
Okay,
happen.
that's what I was talking about.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So don't say that humans. We be like an old model. This is the new race.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
And well, I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I think we're perfect the way we are.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
all this nonsense bullshit about people doing all this crap.
But it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. I mean,
There is nothing
nothing we
stopping it.
can do about
The same they used to say about this
it.
DNA test that they
Wait.
have on
The
the.
only wait because we do gotta the only thing that would help us
Mm-hmm.
avoid this,
Mm-hmm.
believe it or not, if there's a such a war, like a nuclear war, that would destroy at least 60 to 70% of the planet,
Mm-hmm.
that would send us back
Mm-hmm.
so many years back,
Mm-hmm.
that we had to rebuild and would give us another gap of time because we had to rebuild ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way.
And then everybody will be like, they could not build the Empire State Building. It's other civilizations.
Yeah. But hey, listen, that has happened. It has happened. It has happened. So hopefully it doesn't happen because but it has happened before, and that's the only way that I think that we can slow the process.
No, no, nothing of that I see in the future.
Of course not.
What I say is in the next 10 years, um, the genetic babies are going to start being built that people can go and buy them.
No, you're money. That's fuck out of here.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
You think it will be like in 50 years?
I think it's going to be in I think it's going to be in maybe 30 to 50 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what scientists
30 to
actually
50
said,
years.
that
Yeah.
it will take like 50 years
Okay.
to,
You're like 10 years. Huh? Everything for you is fucking 10 years.
because
What the fuck is wrong with you
there
with
is
the
a
10 year shit?
okay. In that part, because this science goes all over my head, right? I do not understand it. But what I do know is that there are the two sides. Scientists saying, like saying that it will take like 50 years to 100 years to actually be able to have an artificial wound. But at the same time, you have a company like 3 years ago saying that they are ready to start trying this thing. One. Second, China, there is this company, of course, it belongs to the government, but this company actually said that by the end of 2026, they are going to start producing these babies. I mean, like openly, they say they have a baby factory and they are going to start producing these babies. And the third is that the United States government right now is reviewing a license to the first tries on artificial wombs.
Yeah. Well, everybody needs a workforce in an army. The idea for this has always come out with the idea of we need to make sure that we have an army and a workforce. That is the future.
Okay, but these licenses, right? And I'm talking about these licenses,
So
they cost hundreds of millions of dollars,
yes,
right? It's not like the government just out of the blue says, oh, maybe we should have these tries. No, no, no. These companies have to go and give to the government 80, $90 million to start the process. And at the end, they ended up costing like $300 million. So you have a company in the States that is paying hundreds of millions of dollars to get this license. So
yeah,
it is actually something that is happening.
it's been happening for a long time. I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, I knew about the animal research. They've been doing this with animals a long, long time ago. Listen, the animal research is just the first phase
Of
before
course.
you move to humans. That's what it is. Anytime they say, "Oh, we're doing it on plants and animals and cells," that means that they're going to move to humans. That's
Mm-hmm.
all. That is requirement. That is the first one of the first requirements for them to move you to the next phase.
Mm-hmm.
So when they start talking about we're doing the research on cells and on animals and tissue, that means it's going to go to the human. That's
Absolutely.
just how it
But
is.
that's what I was explaining before. But they have done like cloning, right? That is something that could actually be done to humans,
Yeah.
right? And they have done. Did you saw the artificial womb for the lamb in Europe? There was,
No,
and there is also one here on Philadelphia.
no, I haven't seen it.
So you see, it's very freaky. It's a lamp in a plastic bag, a transparent plastic
Well,
bag.
that's what
That is,
a placenta is. It's a bag.
yes, that is growing, right?
Yeah.
But what they don't say is that was done in the third part of the making of the baby that I was explaining. The part that the baby already, I mean, in this case, the lamb already grow, and so they put him here to finish the last phase. The middle one, the second one, that is from embryo to, let's call it, a heartbeat. That is something that nobody has done in big animals, but last year somebody was able to do it in mice. Basically, they actually went through the whole process and they finished the second phase.
Yeah.
So
Scary shit.
so now they can actually do it with animals.
It's like a Frankenstein type of thing.
Yes.
It's horrible, horrible. They use excuses of, oh, it's going to cure cancer, it's going to cure this.
No, nobody. And this thing, I'm pretty sure they're going to end up doing, but they don't say that.
Those are the excuses that they always use. It's for research for cancer and this and that and this. That's excuses that they use so they could cover the money where the money's coming from. So when they ask for money, as long as you say, oh, they told me it was for research for this, but you know what the hell you're giving your money to. You know that's just how.
Okay, but it will surprise you that in 3 years, I'm pretty sure it's not happening the end of this year or 2027, right? But like in 4 or 5 years, the Chinese open a factory for babies.
No.
It will surprise me. It will not surprise.
I don't believe nothing the Chinese. Fuck the Chinese. I don't believe nothing that the Chinese do. I don't believe nothing that the Chinese said.
What about the Europeans?
Nothing. Chinese lie about every fucking
Totally
thing.
true. Okay. There is this company in the Netherlands, right? That in a small.
I like the Netherlands. They're a pretty beautiful country.
Okay, they say that no in the level of the Chinese, right? But they start making babies out of with artificial wombs. They said they have the whole process, and they are going to start trials. You think that will happen?
Listen, no, yeah, the research is there.
So in that case, it's not 50 years then.
No, listen, the research is there. There's research for everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's research, man. There's so much research. You'll be surprised of research. Okay, but now to have that to the point that you can go to a fucking what do you call it? Build you a bear instead of build you a baby where you just
totally.
When we get to that point, it's not going to be 10 years, man. That's going to be at least
50,
30 to 50 years.
No,
I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. I think it is, but we're nowhere near that stage. I don't think we're nowhere near that stage.
Mm-hmm,
nowhere near that stage. It's an investment, and the market needs to be there.
The market is there. Just I'm telling you.
So look,
in United States,
I don't.
So, because you see, it's not like so see it this way, right? It's not like it's going to. What is not happening is that a machine makes a human. It's just a surrogate machine. Boom.
There's countries that the United States and China have been working on this for many years, because they're looking at it. They always thought about how we replace an army, like how to build the perfect soldier, how we build the perfect this, because for a specific task. Okay, so that's nothing new. But what you're talking about is a business.
A business,
okay?
Yes.
Okay, and that business doesn't have right now currently enough customers to sustain the business.
No, it totally does.
No, it doesn't.
No, there is in United States 8,000, right? In the world are like 40,000 surrogate mothers every year.
Yes.
So those 40,000, right? Those are the customers for this artificial womb.
Yeah, I don't see it. I really
okay, let's say that you put your shoes in somebody that is going to actually pay a surrogate mother, right?
Yeah.
And instead of that, can have a machine. What do you think they're going to choose?
Okay, so let me see. I got. What are my options? I could ask my mom. Okay, I could ask my sister. I could ask my best friend. I could actually ask somebody, sign a contract and do it. Or I could get a fucking machine to do it for me.
Okay, which one?
I would never pick the fucking machine.
Most people will.
No, I don't think so. I think you're watching too many fucking movies.
No, look, you don't understand the emotional things that comes to have your baby being pretty much carried by somebody else. That is like a.
Oh yeah, let me hug a fucking machine, man. I think you're fucking drinking too much. What the fuck is in your water, man? Listen, I want to tell you this. Make the baby the old-fashioned way.
And
Enjoy it.
in the description, we are putting the
Enjoy making the baby. And remember, the best thing about making a baby is practice. Practice, practice, practice. The more you practice,
the
the
better
better
it
the
comes.
baby's like. Listen, this is a great show. This is again, please, if you are thinking about this, do a lot of research on this. Do seek medical advice from the proper place, not us. Not us. And again, if you do your homework, don't use this as your research paper. Don't use as your reference. I got my information from Chris today. You'd be surprised. You know, I mean, I'm getting off topic, but some people are putting like websites and fucking as a fucking research reference, man. These fucking kids don't know what the fuck they do. Open a book. Open a real book. They don't even know what a book is nowadays. I don't think. But anyway, listen. This has been a great show. The future is amazing, surprisingly, and even when we think about it, I don't think we can even imagine what really the future is going to be like. And this is part of the future.
But it's going to be amazing.
It's
Amazing.
no amazing was my childhood. We actually have fun the good way, the nature way. The future has no nature, no life, no feeling. You're just a fucking machine. But enjoy. Practice having a baby. You could practice before having it, so make sure you practice a lot. This I'm Chris.
Annette,
And we again, please subscribe, and we want to welcome you for following us. And
please
leave your
subscribe.
comments. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Stop talking about your fucking machines, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? And your